News exclusive. A man on the Treasure Coast is under arrest, accused of torturing the family cat. Terry Parker is live at Port St. Lucie Police Department with more on who apparently caught him in the act. Terry?
Felicia, Port St. Lucie police and animal care and control officers tell me they are sickened this morning by this case, and we have exclusive video of the suspect being cuffed and arrested this morning on these charges while he was in court on another case. But I do have to warn you, this video is extremely disturbing. Please do not watch it if you are sensitive to things like this. This is iPhone video of James Fiango torturing the family cat. His 12-year-old daughter is recording the abuse. Police say the children were so upset at Fiango's continued abuse, not only of this cat, but of the other family pets. The little girl secretly recorded the abuse and showed it to her mother, who called police. The cat suffered...
Mga balita, naglabas na ng warrant of arrest para kay Gerson Senador, ang may-ari di mano ng tutang isinabit sa sampayan at kinuna ng litratong inilabas sa Facebook. Kaugnayan ang kasong paglabag sa Animal Welfare Act. Pero nung puntahan ng mga pulis sa kanilang bahay, wala roon si Senador. May report si Tina Panganiban Perez.
Natatandaan niyo pa ba ang tutang ito? Nang ipost ni Gerson Senador, 21 years old, ang mga litratong ito ng kanyang tutang si Whitey noong nakaraang taon. Inulan siya ng mga batikos. Sa dami at tindi ng mga puna, nagsorry agad noon si Gerson at nangakong di natatratuhin ng masama ang kanyang alaga. Sa panayam sa kanya ng GMA News noong Hunyo ng nakaraang taon, tiniyak niyang haharapin niya ang kasong isinampa sa kanya ng Philippine Animal Welfare Society o POS.
Welcome to Insight, concise comment on current issues from the Jubilee Centre. Today we're talking to Bob White, Professor of Geophysics at Cambridge University and a Director of the Faraday Institute for Science and Religion. Bob, tell us, why should Christians of all people care for the environment?
Well, the main reason is right there in the very first chapter of the Bible. We should care because God cares about the creation he made. If you look at just Genesis chapter 1, for instance, when the creation is described, 6 times God says, it was good. It was good. What he'd made was good. And at the end, he's made humans. He says he's looked at everything he'd made, and it was very good. So God cares, so we ought to care about it. Second thing is that God gives us a commandment. The very first commandment he gave to humankind was to rule over and steward, if you like, his creation in Genesis 1:28. And he says the same thing again in Genesis 2, that we should care for his creation. And the way we should care for it, it says in Genesis, is in the same way as God would care for it. So it's as if we are vice-regents on his behalf, if you like. We should care for this world in the way that he would care for it. And of course Jesus gives us a model of that as a shepherd pastor, if you like. So we should care for the world because God does. We should care for it because he commanded us to, straightforwardly. Third thing, it's a way of showing love for our neighbour, because if what we're doing is causing global climate change and causing people, for instance, in sub-Saharan Africa, to die from floods or from droughts, then we're not showing much love for our neighbour if we just carry on doing whatever it is that's causing that climate change. So it's care for neighbour, love for neighbour, again following our Lord's command to us. So that's 3 straightforward reasons, because God cares for it, because he told us to do so, and because that's how we show love for our neighbour. But I think a really significant one that some Christians miss out is that there is a Christian hope for the future, that there will be a new creation, new heavens and new earth, and it's a new earth where God is going to come down and live with his people. So God's not going to give up on this creation, he's going to use it. He's going to purify it, of course, from all sin and unrighteousness, but it will be the place he made it to be, the place he intended it to be, where we can have relationship with him and live in perfect harmony with both him and his creation. So that Christian hope for the future gives us real reason to work in this life now in the way that we will for all eternity if we're Christians.
It's time to transform the unjust and unsustainable ways we relate to our neighbors and the rest of creation. This is not a trend. It's a timeless reality. It's not an obligation. It's a privilege. It's not a suggestion. It's a biblical mandate. Creation care is about our witness. It's about our discipleship. It's about living for Jesus. As a college student, your actions not only impact the world today, but you are the voice of tomorrow. You're the future, and all you are doing makes a difference. So what does creation care mean to you?